Hi everyone, welcome to session 4 of your Let's Move journey. It's great to see you all again. Over the next few sessions, we are going to be looking at strength as a component of fitness. This week, we'll be working on strengthening the muscles and joints of the lower body, with a particular focus on the muscles of the buttocks, the thighs, hamstrings, and calves. Remember, by strengthening those muscles, we can reduce the load and pressure on the joints. This in turn can reduce pain levels, reduce stiffness, and improve mobility to better undertake those activities of daily living. For example, walking up and down stairs, getting in and out of the car, or reaching down and picking things up off the floor. Right everyone, just know that if your joints are hot and swollen today, then leave the exercise for the time being and pick it up when your symptoms have improved. Right everyone, let's get warmed up. Right, let's get ready to go, okay? Quick posture check first, Mum. So up as tall as you can be, shoulders back and down, feet hip width apart. Make sure you've got a nice good solid base with your weight evenly distributed through both feet and your feet flat on the floor. We're going to take it into a standing march to start off with, okay? So nice and light on your toes, just take it into a slow and controlled march. My mum's gonna do this one from behind the chair, aren't you, Mum?
Yeah.
Just in case she needs, she's got that added support if she does need it. And obviously I'm not using a chair, so I'm what will we call it? Freestyle.
Yes.
I'll be freestyling.
That sounds okay.
So hopefully I'll be able to maintain my balance whilst we're doing this. We're going to take it into a wide march. So from that standing position where we're marching, we're just going to take the feet a little bit wider apart and then fetch them back in, okay? Just remember we can use the arms as well, and if you're holding on to that support, you can reduce that level of support as well. Just use one arm. And taking it into wide march. And as you fetch it back in, just relax there. We're taking it into high knees. So lift those knees up as high as you can go, or as high as you feel comfortable. And we start to get some good movement through the hips and through the knees as well. When the foot's going back down on the floor, Mum, really focus on the toe to heel action so we can get those ankles prepared. Because this is lower body today, Mum. It's a lower body workout, so from the waist down he's going to get work today.
Right.
In a nice way, nice way. And relax. Take your feet more towards shoulder width apart. We're going to take it into hip circles, okay? So just draw big circles with the hips, taking it one way, and then changing direction. So we take it the other way.
Feel that.
Yeah?
Yeah, right at the bottom.
A bit tight, a bit
Very,
stiff?
very.
Well, this is a good one. This is a really good one to do, and I think a lot of people avoid it. They feel as though it doesn't really do much, but it is a really good one for the hips to loosen them up and relax. Moving up, we're going to go onto the shoulders, palms facing inwards, take it into an arm raise, slow and controlled, take it up as far as you feel comfortable, palms facing the floor. Start to increase that range of movement, so we fetch the arms across the midline of the body. And then we're going to advance it slightly, take the palms up towards the ceiling and aim to reach up as high as you can go with a cross over the midline as you come back down. So just take it up as far as you feel comfortable. And relaxing there, back to a nice steady march. Okay, we're gonna move on to a step. So feet hip width apart, we're going to step left and then step back to center. We're going to step back to center, and then step right, back to center. Don't bring your feet back together too close. So always step to hip width apart so you can remain a good, or keep a good solid base of support. And this is your last one. We'll go back and we'll come forward, and then big roll of the shoulders up. Take them back, Mum. Let them naturally lower into place, and that will put you up into a nice, good starting position for some exercise. So we're going to move on to the first exercise for the lower body, which is going to be the lunge. Right, first exercise, Mum. Side to side lunge or lateral rocker. So you're going to perform the lateral rocker, which is the good wide base of support, transferring the body weight from left to right. Aim to keep your feet facing forwards. Okay, chest out, chin up. And then if you're doing the side to side, we take a good step onto a soft knee, slight bend of the knee, lower the body weight, and then step out the other side. Okay, so when you're ready, off you go. So we're on side to side lunge or lateral rocker. And we're trying and aiming to maintain balance and stability all the time. So don't try and rush these. And again, the range of movement is down to you. So the lunge itself is a really effective movement that we're performing all the time. And relax. Big muscles are working, Mum, when we perform this one. So we've got big muscles of the thighs, big muscles in the hamstrings at the back of the thighs, and we've also got the glutes, which are the buttocks. Those are really important muscles for when we're walking, even aiming to get down onto the floor, getting low to pick things up. They're all big players in that type of movement, okay? The next one's going to be back lunge. So we take a step back there and then step forward. So take a step back, step forward. So when you're ready, off you go. And as you take a step back, make sure you've got a nice, good, soft knee on that front leg. Okay, body's up nice and tall. Chin parallel to the floor. And then as you start to build confidence in this back step, which is what it is at the minute, then look to, like my mum's doing, look to start to lower that back knee down towards the floor. Making sure that that front knee doesn't track over them toes. And last one. And relax in there. All good, Mum?
Yes.
Starting to feel them legs working a little bit? Good, good. Next one, a little bit of a combination. So if you found your level, repeat one of the earlier exercises, but we're gonna go into, it's a side lunge there, and then we're gonna come back, take it into back lunge and back forward. Then we're gonna change sides. So when you're ready, off you go. So we take a step, back to center, take a step back to center, and then we go out the other side. So step, back to center, and step back to center. So if this is a bit complicated and you're struggling with the coordination, you might want to do one of the easier versions that we've just performed. But we are just starting to create good patterns of movement. And relax as you come in. Shake everything off. How do you feel, Mum?
That were okay. I'm terrible with coordination though.
Well, we've got to keep that connected to this. It's very important. So we're moving on. The next exercises are going to be focusing around leg lifts. So, Mum, for the leg lifts, we're going into a side leg lift. So up as tall as you can be. You transfer your body weight over onto that standing leg, and it's a little lift of the leg. All right, all the movements coming through the hip. These next 3 exercises are going to have a particular focus on what they call the glutes, so the buttocks. So you're going to really feel it in that area. Okay, so when you're ready, off you go. Take it out into a leg lift, and then back to standing. Okay, if you keep your toes facing forwards, Mum, best you can.
Yeah.
And bring your toes back up towards yourself, it'll naturally focus on keeping your legs straight. So all the movement we get is through the hip. And you just take it as high as you feel comfortable, or as far as your range of movement or your flexibility allows you to. So there is a little bit of a shift of body weight over, so we can regain that centre of gravity onto that standing leg. And relax in there.
Yeah.
All right? So the next one is a standing glute kickback.
Right.
So a bit long-winded, but again, up as tall as you can be. We're going to have a nice, good straight leg that we're going to take back as far as we can go without bending forward. Okay, no cheating. So take that straight leg back and fetch it back, and then change legs. So when you're ready, off you go. So we take the leg back and fetch it back forwards. Now with this one, to get an idea of how hard that buttock is working, okay, when you stood up, if you give it a quick prod, it's what I call applesauce, okay? And then as soon as you take that leg back, give it a prod again, and it'll be like apples. So I always refer to apples and applesauce, okay? We want apples, so we want it nice and solid, because if we can get it nice and solid, we know the muscle's contracting and it's working, okay? So keep the legs nice and straight, and take that leg back. And relax. Can you feel that one? Yeah? It's a really good one, really simple but effective exercise that. Okay. The last one, a little bit more complicated. It is a curtsy. So you can use a chair for support if you need it, but don't be resting and putting all your body weight through it. We take a step back and across with the back foot onto a soft knee there, and back up, okay? So step out the other side, and back up. Now, it can be just a little step behind you, across this midline of the body, and back up. So step and back up, okay? So just work that movement for me. And as you're going down, taking the body down into that curtsy, you're on a good soft knee, a good strong soft knee, okay? And you will start to feel a good stretch through that hip on this front leg here, okay. And relax in there. Just shake everything off. So Mum, the glutes, the buttocks, they are one of the strongest muscles in the body and highly effective, and they've got a big part to play. Can you feel them?
Definitely.
Well, that means it worked. Right, everybody, moving on. We're moving on to calf raises as the next exercise. Right, Mum, we're going to focus on calf raises. So looking at the muscle in the back of the lower leg.
Okay.
Okay. So stand up nice and tall, feet hip width apart, and aim to get your toes facing forwards with these ones. We're going to start off with a heel pump, and we have done this maneuver within some of the warm-ups. We're going to keep the toes on the floor, and we're going to lift the knee. Okay, so taking the heel off the floor. So when you're ready, off you go. And as the heel comes up, I want you to focus on squeezing and engaging that calf muscle in the back of your lower leg. Can you feel that?
Yeah.
Good. And you'll also get a good ankle stretch as well. So whenever we work the calves, you're also going to be strengthening and mobilizing the ankle as well. And you've got the support if you need it. And relax in there. Everything all right, Mum?
Yeah, fine.
Can you start to feel those muscles working down there? Great stuff. The next one that we're going to go into is a calf raise. So we're going to lift the entire body up onto the toes, and then back down onto the heels. So just be careful if you're a bit unbalanced, all right? Use the chair for support if you need it. So we take it up as high as we can go, and then back down onto the heels. So when you're ready, off you go. And just go at your own pace with these. There's no rush. And again, make sure you've got a nice base of support. If you need to reset yourself when you come back down onto those heels, make sure you're nice and balanced before you take it back up onto the toes. And after so long, you start to get a real burning sensation in back of your muscles for these ones. I do like these ones.
You can feel the pull, can't you?
Yeah. And relax in there. Okay? Yep. Right. We're going to move it on a little bit. So we're going to manipulate that movement. So last time when we focused on tempo and speed, this time we're going to come up a little bit quicker than what we return back down to the floor. All right, so we're going to come back down a little bit slower. So we go up a little bit faster and then a little bit slower on way back down. So when you're ready, off you go. So we're just changing the tempo and the speed. And what that's going to do, Mum, is keep that muscle under tension for a little bit longer. And by doing that, we can naturally tap into strength a little bit more effectively. So if you imagine going up really quick and back down again, all right, the muscle's firing off and it's in and out of a contraction. It's not actually, if you added all that time up, it's not contracting for that long.
No.
Okay, so try and keep it under tension. And relax as you come back down. Excellent, just shake the legs off a little bit.
I can feel that.
Yeah, great stuff. Right, that's the calf raises for the calves. We're now moving on to quads and hamstrings. Right, Mum, next up, leg extensions. So up as tall as you can be. Make sure hips, knees, ankles and toes are all in one long line. Okay, and toes facing forwards, weight evenly distributed through the feet. We're going to work one side at a time. So bring the heel back and slow and controlled, take the foot up, take the leg out to a leg extension, and then nice and slowly come back down, and then stay on the same side and repeat that movement. So when you're ready, let's go. And it is good when you take it out into that extension, bring your toes back towards yourself. You're going to feel a good stretch through into your calf and into your hamstring on the back of your thigh. And we're working these big thigh muscles on this one. Last one. And change legs. So you can manipulate this movement a little bit so you can make it even slower on the return. So you're keeping the muscles under tension for longer. Just take that leg out a little bit further, Mum. Not quite locking, you don't want to be locking the knee out, but a little bit. Yeah, that's better. And last one. And relax in there. Everything okay?
Yeah.
Can you feel it in the right places?
Yeah.
Great stuff. Right, we need to be in standing for this next one because we're going to work the back of the thigh, the hamstrings. Right, Mum, so up as tall as you can be, feet hip width apart, weight evenly distributed through those feet. Good posture, okay, shoulders back and down. Taking the heel back and up towards the bum, okay, and then slow and controlled back down towards the floor. So we're working single-sided. We're going to do the same side for 30 seconds and then we're going to change. That's
I can feel
it.
that.
Good. So try and keep your knees in line together. And the hamstrings help to create movement at the knee and the hip. And change legs. So shift your body weight over slightly onto that standing leg. So we've got a nice, good center of gravity. So walking, running, up and down stairs. They help to tilt the hips as well. So they have a key part to play in movement and mobility. And relax in there. You shake your legs off. What are you smiling for? Can you feel them?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good stuff. So we've done calves, we've done hamstrings, we've done quads. The last two, it's going to be a split exercise. So there's two options. We're going to look at nice quick feet on the spot, which is what I call little cardio sprints. All right, it's not a sprint as such. So lots of little taps of the floor. Mum, you're going to go into high knees.
Oh, right.
Okay, so high knees, slow and controlled. So when you're ready, off you go. So the cardio sprints, because we've not done these before, take it as fast and as quick as you feel comfortable. Okay, but the idea is we want to get the heart rate up. So if you can go a little bit quicker, Mum.
Bit quicker.
If you can go a little bit quicker, go a little bit quicker. Just go into high knees.
Right.
Okay? And the little toe taps from standing, okay, we're just looking at bringing the toes off the floor. Okay, so lots of little movements.
Do I need to point my toes down when I do that? Doesn't
Whatever's
matter.
comfortable, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And relax, Mum. Good stable base. How are you feeling?
Okay.
Could you feel those, because they're quite full body and higher tempo movements, can you feel it target your heart and lungs a little bit more?
Yeah.
Great stuff. Right, everybody, that finishes the thighs and the hamstrings, okay? We're now moving on to two finishing exercises for this workout, which are going to be based around the sit to stand movement. Right, Mum, good seated posture. So sit up as tall as you can be. Make sure that your hips, knees, ankles and toes are all in one long line, and shuffle to the front third of your chair, okay, so you're off that back rest. So when we get going, you draw the heels back, chest out, chin up, and we lean forwards in, body weight over the toes, and we power on up into standing, pedaling the feet for circulation at the top, slow and controlled, back into the chair. Make sure you can feel the chair behind you. Okay, so when you're ready, let's go.
Okay.
And just go at your own pace with these. We are working for a minute, okay? So it is quite a long time, and you can take as many rests as you need, or many breaks as you need throughout this minute.
I'm always a bit worried about coming back down because I think I might miss the chair.
Right, so always make sure you can feel that chair on the back of your calves. Okay, so that is quite important. As soon as your bum is back on that chair, you want to be thinking about coming back up. Okay? And we want to get these thigh muscles working. It's a big functional move, this, and you can use the sides of the chair as well, or put your hands onto your thighs if you need to. Slow and controlled back in, and we'll rest at that point, okay? Time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it, Mum? Yeah? So next up, we're just gonna manipulate that movement a little bit. So we're gonna go again, over a minute at a time, but I want us to concentrate on this lowering phase as we're going back in. So we're really gonna focus on resisting against gravity, slow and controlled, back into the seat, and then we're gonna come back up again.
Right.
So when you're ready, let's go. So really fight it this time, Mum, really fight it. Slow and controlled, keep that tension through those muscles. Good. And back up. So again, going at your own pace. And you will get to a point. That's it, keep going.
I'm not very confident doing this one.
So slow and controlled. Come on, I'll do it with you. Don't go, don't go. Yeah, that's it. Keep going, keep going. We've got 20 seconds left. Go, go, go. Don't let it go. That's it. But it's good because I can see that you're working and you're trying and you're under tension. As long as we're not beyond that level 4 on the pain scale in any of the joints. And relax in there. How did you find that, Mum?
It was okay. It certainly gets your heart rate going.
Yep, and that's because it's working the biggest muscles in the body, which are the thigh muscles, the quads. So yeah, guaranteed to get out of breath and work those heart and lungs. Right, that is the workout finished. We need to move into a cool down to bring the body back down to pre-exercise levels. Right, Mum, so let's get cooled off. Okay, just start off by pointing the toes and going heel to toe, heel to toe. There, it's 1 foot. That's it, shuffle to the front third, Mum. Come on, good habits, good habits. So heel to toe, and I'm just wanting to get a good stretch through that ankle. Okay, it's done lots of work today. And change legs. So same again, point the toes and do the best, depending on your mobility through your ankle joint. Okay, just try your best, heel to toe, and relax in there. Right, slide 1 foot out, chest out, chin up, lean forward, so flex at the hips, and we're gonna get a good stretch through that calf muscle and into your hamstring, the back of your thigh. Okay, so just lean forwards on. Make sure you don't overbalance. And just remember with these stretches, 15 to 20 seconds, and then slowly back up. Slide the other side out. Same again, point the toes, chest out, chin up. Lean forwards in again until you feel that stretch. So once you're at your end range of movement and you're under tension, try and keep that tension on so we can look to improve the flexibility through that joint and muscle.
You can certainly feel that down the leg, can't you?
Yep.
And sort of in the bottom of your back.
And slowly back in. This time, bring the toes back towards yourself, a soft knee, and we do the same again. So chest out, chin up, Mum, and you're gonna feel this one in your hamstrings, so back of your thigh. So this'll, if you didn't feel it last time, you're definitely gonna feel it this time. And slowly back in. Take the other one out. Last one on this side. Flex at the hips, take it as far as you feel comfortable. And fetch it back in there. Okay, hands down by your side. Take one hand down towards the floor. So keep your bum on the chair. And just hold it. Make sure you take your head with you. And then slowly back up. Down the other side. Back up. We're gonna go one hand across the body. We've not done much, really much upper body today, but we will just give it a good stretch. So we're stretching off the shoulder this time. And relax. And then last one on the other side. And just remember with these warm-ups and cool-downs, they are really short. So if you do need an extended warm-up and cool-down, feel free to just repeat them. And relax. Big roll of the shoulders up. Take them back. And relax, Mum. Good finishing exercise, that one, just to put us in a good upright position to conclude today's workout. How did you find it?
It was very good.
You enjoyed it?
Yeah, certainly feel it.
In the legs?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you will feel it in the lower body, okay? And just remember, the muscles have been worked. So if you do feel them over the next couple of days, okay, those muscles may feel a little bit sore and tender, but that is normal, that is fine, okay? Yeah. Right, everybody, we are going to move on to our weekly activity dose. Well done, everybody. That is another session under your belt. You are all doing amazing. Now for your weekly activity dose. Just a quick recap on last time around. We asked you to focus on a distance from A to B and record in your activity tracker how many times you could complete that distance within 6 minutes. We hope you found this as a useful starting point on your fitness journey. Please let us know how you get on and feel free to go back and complete that distance at any time to record any improvement. This week, we would like you to focus on the sit to stand exercise. You all should be familiar with this movement, but just a couple of key points. Just remember, always make sure you can feel the chair on the back of your legs before you sit back into it, and pedal those feet when you come to the top just for circulation. If at any point you're feeling a little bit dizzy, then please stop. So what we would like you to do is on 3 separate occasions throughout the week, perform the 1 minute sit to stand challenge. So you're going to record how many times you can sit to stand in 1 minute within your activity tracker. It's been a pleasure working with you all again today. We look forward to seeing you at next session.